TSM's jungler.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I am here stage side with Santorin after a nail-biter of a game there. Back and forth, back and forth. So first off, in such a close victory, how does it feel to come out on top against a 5-1 Team Liquid coming into it?
So first of all, we didn't play optimal, so this win doesn't really feel like a win to us because we feel like we should have played so much better. We didn't execute what we should have done. So we gave 3 drakes away. We didn't play around objectives that we should have, but we're still really happy we won.
Yeah, and you know, a big focal point of this matchup was the jungler matchup coming in. Peter, very vocal about Dominate being the best jungler in the league, but both coaches being vocal about how different your play styles are. So how did you feel, you know, your play styles went up against each other here head to head?
So I feel like they first of all banned some aggressive jungles like Nilly, and that just shows that they want to play more like a snowball champion, scaling champion like Nuno or Sajoani. I was expecting a Nuno pick there, and so I was like, from the start they banned Nilly, I was like, okay, they're gonna play Nuno here, but they took Sajoani, which is also a scaling champion, whereas I was playing more Rix and more early orientated, but because they played a more scaling way to win, therefore I couldn't really get the early ganks that I wanted because they were playing so passive. Like, we ganked Jace, burned Summoners, but he played under tower, so I couldn't gank him. So I felt like the way they played, it was actually smart from their point of view because they were scaling. Like, we were not making that many plays early game as we should have.
Now, looking at that mid lane matchup, as you said, you paid a little bit of attention there. Dominate has been vocal and has said that he believes one of the biggest weaknesses for TSM is that they're so mid lane focused. That's an area that they can attack, and if you can shut down Bjergsen, or if Bjergsen makes one mistake, that's it for your team. So how do you guys adjust to the notion that that's where teams are going to look to shut you guys down?
I mean, in this game, they didn't really go to shut down Bjergsen. They played a more scaling champion. I felt like if they want to shut down Bjergsen, they should take the aggressive jungler. So I feel like they're not really playing to what they're saying. But I also agree that Bjergsen is a really, really strong carry. And I feel like it's not really a weakness because he's always going to show up and he's always going to be there. But the rest of the team is not like, okay, he's just going to carry us. We're also going to help you.
Yeah, happy to have that weakness if my weakness is Bjergsen in the mid lane. You know, final question here. Looking at tomorrow, you guys are going up against Gravity. And again, to touch on this, theme of jungler matchups, you've got Move, a new addition to the LCS. What's your opinion been of him so far, in his addition and his evolution in the LCS so far?
I mean, since Move joined the team, I feel like he had great success. He had got the MVP, and he's playing the more aggressive jungle, whereas Dominate's playing a bit more passive. So I'm really looking forward tomorrow to play against an aggressive jungler.
All right, well, best of luck to you in tomorrow's match. Again, congratulations on the victory today, as hard-fought as it was. That's going to do it for us here on the side stage. We are going to toss it to Zirene to break down some of the action from that game.
Thank you very much, Dash. And that was a really exciting game. Back and forth. I was backstage. I'm like, which play do I really want to do a telestrator on? And I had to go 40 minutes into the game. The final fight here from TSM and Team Liquid. We're going to pull it up on your screen here because this ends up being a clean ace here. This is Piglet retreating from doing the dragon. Dyrus has been chasing him this entire time. Since they picked up that 4th dragon, he was always hounding them right there in the back line. And what's going to happen here is Piglet goes down, the rest of the team comes up into them, and as we roll this clip out, you're just going to see how the team fight goes. Flash away from Piglet, Santorin commits, X-Special. That's where he pops his Righteous Glory to try and get in the back line, and that equalizer there, if it had been just up a little bit further, it would have hit more people. Santorin kiting out of the fight, and now Bjergsen joins the back line. Lustboy, he's soaked as much as he can, and that is the goal of the Alistar in this fight, but Bjergsen to the back line there. Doesn't actually have to Zhonya's there. Phoenix is using the Q over to get back to him. Just going to knock him back. But then, immediate cleanup crew there. The fact that Bjergsen got the backline access as an Azir, who has so much gold on him, and that Quas missed his equalizer on primary targets with the most of the team gold on him, showed that when you place gold on these carries, they have to deliver with mechanics in team fights, or they end up this way for Team Liquid. So that 40-minute fight there really was just what broke the game. It was even up until that point, but keep it tuned right here because we'll be right back with our next match, which is Gravity versus Team 8. And you're watching North American LCS.
Now I really want you to hear my suffering when I die top lane.
Oh yeah. That was like, is this loud enough? Is this? Oh, I'm dead.
Hello, team.
to Wild Turtle. Santorin barely slinks away, but Phoenix is in the mix. But here comes Bjergsen, the savior of TSM. The engage not very useful. Wild Turtle gets stunned up. In comes Phoenix, but knocked back out by Lustboy. Quas still picks up 2.
I'm okay.
Look at Setcher.
I'm coming back in. I'm taking it. Look at Annie. I'm on Annie.
I'm really low.
I gotta go out. Rumble.
He's stunned.
Nice.
They stunning special. Bjergsen's gonna go down first. That's a 1-for-0. Lustboy, the easy chase. Santorin also in the fire. Double kill from everyone at TSM. Piglet's the last man alive out of nowhere. He's got nothing to do, and the cleanup crew happens. And would you believe it? From behind, Team Solo Mid will actually knock down Team Liquid.